What's up, y'all? Let's go, man. It is Thursday the 7th, I think. Let me make sure. The 7th of May. Um, we're gonna have a discussion, man. I'm gonna take this and come back to excuse me, to TikTok with it. So whatever different platforms we decide to put this on. Um, no, so what are we doing? Photos. I'm about to get a transcript of this. Since as we don't have anything charging, we can just hold it up.
Take care of musicians.
Yeah.
Some can't.
I feel like
Like some churches can take care of musicians.
yeah.
Some can't.
I feel like
Let's go.
our church musicians are discouraged. They're losing sight of being in the church and are more concerned with the pay,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I understand is a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some people just don't have a desire to even play in church anymore. Like they just would rather do their own thing. And we need good quality church musicians. So what advice?
All right, let's come back because because she said something that is um that is crucially important here. Let's come back.
I feel like our church musicians are discouraged. They're losing
Okay, so she said that church musicians are discouraged. They're losing sight.
sight of being in the church. And
Losing sight. Okay. Um, let me get a toggle list on this. Um, of the interview. All right. Musicians are discouraged.
Like some churches can take care of musicians,
yeah,
some can't.
I feel like our church musicians are discouraged. They're losing sight of being in the church.
Okay, they're losing sight of being in the church. What does that mean? They are losing sight of being in the church. What the heck? Let's just do it this way. Losing sight of being in the church. These are some bold claims.
And are more concerned with the pay.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned with the pay. Wow.
Which I understand it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some people just don't have a desire to even play in church anymore. Like,
Okay, so I've lost the desire to play in church. What else you got?
they just would rather do their own thing. And we need good quality church musicians. So, whatever.
Okay, so she said we need good musicians, right? Um, yeah. My question is how did we get here? Um, okay, you know what? Yeah, because I'll just play the video in its entirety. Let's
Y'all
go.
really want to know why I'm so close to Jesus? Because deep down in
Psalm 118.
y'all really want.
Like some churches can take care of musicians,
Yeah.
All right,
some
I'm ready to
can't.
play.
I feel like our church musicians are discouraged. They're losing sight of being in the church and are more concerned with the pay.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
I understand it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some people just don't have a desire to even play in church anymore. Like they just would rather do their own thing. And we need good quality church musicians. So what advice would you give?
A few things. I want to say, like, I grew up in an era where we wasn't getting paid. It wasn't that we loved the music, we loved the opportunity, and we started looking, at the secular gigs, and then we've made the church. It's more gig related than it is ministry, and I think that's a disservice to the musician.
Okay, how is that a disservice to the musician? If anything, it would be a disservice to the church. I understand what I think I understand what you're trying to say, but yeah, that ain't it. That right there, that ain't it, man. What? Um, come on, Claude. Let's work, man. Let's work. You see what I said, bro? I got another one. I had to say it 3 times. From the hot sheets. Are you ready to do some work this morning? It. So let me prep this transcript page. Okay, I want that. Interview. Okay, so I just copied. Good, 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 good. All right, let's go. Let's go. Man, let me tell you something. Claude is very human. Thank you. Yes. I didn't have to say it. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Now, now, I'm just saying, man. You heard him. You heard him, and I guarantee you that if I was to go to a ghost chat, you'll get that same vibe. So, I said a lot in that. I said a lot. I said a lot right there. And I and this is what I was saying. I was saying that um, that 10 top artists, 10 drummers line, it falls flat. And let me tell you why it falls flat. Because you don't have to play in the top 10 to make a good living. And it don't even have to be with a group. It's so many different ways to make money in music. So many different ways. But you know what? and I didn't even say this to the AI. This is what happens. The reason why it became a gig is because um churches want to have, or really wants to have, exclusive rights to you as a musician. And I'm not talking about every church, but most churches want to have exclusive rights to you, and they don't want to work with you. Let me give you a case in point. You you can have a musician that plays at a 9 o'clock service, at a 11:30 service, you know, and what? And what'll happen is they'll end up having to leave one service, quote unquote, early, so that they can get to their second service, which when they pull up there, they'll be considered as being late. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what Clark had to say. Let me come back and say what I said. One of the problems is you got churches that like I said, that wants to have exclusive right to the musicians, and then um they want to turn around and pay the price for like, let's say, a keyboard player and a drummer. They want to take what you should pay them and use that for a whole band, and that's jacked up. The Bible says where there's no vision, the people perish. Yeah, yeah, that part. Yeah, this right here is gonna be kind of hard to do because when I'm talking to AI, I have to talk, and y'all can't hear it. So, uh, let's see, BRO. Mm-hmm. Talk. He kills me with that. That's one of the most honest things you said. All right. So, how long have we been on? Try to keep these kind of short. 37 minutes. 35 minutes. Um, all right, so we're gonna call this good enough. We'll come back and get some clips off of this. Not that.